welcome to the League of Melanated Gentlemen podcast. I'm Spencer, and I am one of your hosts on this podcast. And what a glorious day we have. It has finally come for those who have been waiting for so long, uh, with great joy. I'm going to let the other members of the League of Melanated Gentlemen introduce themselves because we have a lot to talk about today.
Yes, sir. This is Brandon.
Of course, I'm Jordan.
Oh, but wait! Today we have company. We have not one, not two, but three guests with us. Yes, it is very crowded in the room today, and that's fine. Firstly, we have Roy with us today.
Mom, I made it. I finally got called up to the main roster. Here we go.
You have heard Roy appear on Brandon's podcast. We have Tanner with us today.
Happy to be here. My main goal is to not let Jordan down because he will roast me every day for it.
That's facts.
And we also have with us Dr. Tabby.
Hello.
These are, very much friends of the league, and we are so happy to have you here today. Now, before we jump into today's episode, Jordan has a few things to tell you about because it is very possible that you're not already following us on the things and that you have no idea where to find us. And so Jordan is going to tell you exactly where you can do that.
Yeah, so like I say, every episode, this is the age, the digital age, and so we are on social media. You can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and we are all at the League of Melanated Gentlemen podcast. So be sure and stop by there and give us a like, a follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't forget to rate and review us on whatever streaming platform you use. Those numbers definitely help us out. And then also just a little scheduling update. Boom, Mondays, the main episode drops. But then on Wednesdays, we have Wrestling with Worldwide Willis. That is Brandon's wrestling podcast where he reviews the weekly events, reviews a couple movies and talks about all the things in, professional wrestling, or I should say entertainment wrestling, because I don't know if they're all
Got it
professional
right,
or
and you had to
entertainment.
mess it up. Go ahead.
It's entertainment. But yeah, there's that. And then, of course, next Friday, we have DC Animation with Spenser and Friends. That is Spencer's DC review podcast where he's out here reviewing all DC's animated movies. Spencer, what's on the docket? What should people be going to go watch?
Next week, we will be reviewing Justice League versus Teen Titans.
Teen Titans. So there you have it. Be sure and check the movie out and then go check out that review. And that's it. Let's get to it. I'm excited about this one.
So it should be a fun episode. The league will provide just commentary and we will just facilitate, but we will not actually be participating in today's bracket. So, as I'm sure you have already listened, the league did a bracket for songs that white people love. We discussed it with experts in the field. We
the one qualification they had.
We had a bracket of 16 songs. We each did our homework, listened to all of the songs, and we voted on which song was the best for each matchup, coming up with a winner. So, it's Black History Month, and so we have a bracket of songs that Black people generally love and enjoy, but the twist is that we have three white people that are going to run the bracket. So we have invited the ambassadors here. They have done the homework. They have listened to the music. Brandon is going to let them know what songs will be up against each other. They will vote, and the song that gets the majority is the song that moves on to the next round, and we will eventually have a winner. Again, the league, we're just here for commentary. Our votes don't count, but I cannot guarantee there will not be judgment.
Yeah,
That's facts.
big
Facts.
So
Fully expect it.
the thing with this one is because there are just so many, we built a bracket of 16 with songs that were released after the year 2000. So if you are under the impression that there are any songs that are missing, there are two things you need to keep in mind. Firstly, there are no songs that were released before 2000 on this list. Secondly, we have a Gentleman's Briefly that came out last week that you can listen to, and that will give you an idea of the process and how we came up with this 16, because as we know, there are too many. So you are going to notice that a song that you think should be on here is missing. That's how it goes when you have a narrow down. So we did our best to come up with the 16 songs that are going to be on the bracket today, and we can't wait to get into it. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
All right. All right. Hope you guys are ready. I trust that you guys were prepared, did your research. You know what I mean? Really tapped into that playlist. Go with your heart. You know what I mean? What you think is the best song. That's basically what we're trying to get. Is the best song here. So, in our first matchup, this is a tough one. We have Nuck If You Buck by Crime Mob. Then we have No Air by Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown. All right. What are our thoughts? Roy, do you want to go first? What are you thinking?
I will absolutely go first because I have a very hard opinion on this one. Nuck If You Buck came out swinging. This was the first time I ever heard this song. I've heard of the song, never listened to it, and I'm telling you, I was blown speakers, crank volume. I'm going to this song.
Okay,
that's the correct way to handle it.
I like it.
Then something happened. Something ruined the song for me.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I was not a fan of the young lady who is in this song.
Hey.
Absolutely ruined the song for me.
Oh my!
Wow.
Okay.
I was out.
And
we ready to fight. Come on now.
So the lyrics were perfect. I loved it. I was like, okay. It was the way her tone was. It just threw it off for me, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of out on this one. And then, she kind of faded out. Came back in strong. I was like, okay, I'm back. And if I had to get it, out of 10, it's an 8. With it was a hard 8. It should have been lower, but the rest of it was so good, it bumped it back up.
So we're doing Nuck If You Buck over No Air?
Oh, absolutely not. No way. That's a 10 out of 10 song.
Okay. All right.
Twist.
Wow.
Plot twist indeed.
He turned it back like 3 times during that entire thing.
Wow.
I didn't know where it was going.
To this day, if you just say 2 words in that song, I'm belting that song out.
Okay. I'll give my opinion after. I agree. Dr. Tabby, would you like to give your vote next?
Yeah. So I hadn't heard the whole song for Nuck If You Buck. I've definitely heard people sing it. I've heard it referenced. I've heard the phrase. But yeah, I agree. This definitely get me going. Just like, yeah. So I threw that one. That's my excited sound. That's just excited. And No Air, like I definitely listened to it and I had heard of and the song, but it's one of those songs that I think the radio just killed it for me because they played it over and over nonstop. So I think if I hadn't heard it so much on the radio when it was a single, I'd like it more. But I'm definitely gonna go Nuck If You Buck because I definitely like an up song.
Okay.
Split decision already. Matchup 1.
I respect it.
Tanner, I mean, hey man, you got to come correct here.
Tanner, it's up to you.
I gotta be the tiebreaker. Gotta go with Nuck If You Buck. I'm on the other side. I do not care for Nowhere. Never cared for it when it first came out. But you're think about this, you're in the locker room for a game, you throw on Nuck If You Buck, that's probably a guaranteed 30 easily.
You never been in the locker room with No Airs playing, then I'll tell you that, because you're scoring
That's
31
facts.
if you have No Air playing.
31.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Nuck If
Wow.
You Buck is kind of regarded as the fight anthem.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Like, if you need to be violent, Nuck If You Buck is gonna get you there.
Nuck
I was
If
ready
You
to go
Buck.
far after that.
Yeah, Nuck If You Buck was like, if I was like in my going out days, you know what I mean? It was around 1:30. If Nuck If You Buck came on, it was time to leave. It was time to get up out of there.
Yeah,
for real, 'cause
yeah,
it's
you don't
about
wanna do that.
It's like a real violent, real fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I
chairs
definitely
getting
had-
thrown.
I had a
Yeah.
stank face on for 2/3 of that song, I'll tell you that.
That's and Roy,
Correct.
the part that you like, the girl, like, bro, I'm out here singing her part like crazy.
Again, no,
Yeah,
the
that's-
she's
lyrics
the one
the
who made the
lyrics are
song.
great. The lyrics are great. It was her tone. It just like it shifted for me. I'm like, oh, we knocking and bucking. I was like, nah, okay.
Oh,
I can't do
man.
that one.
I'm not mad at that.
That's-
I'm not mad at it either.
That's crazy.
I'm not mad at it either. But wow, okay.
but I am
did
glad
add
Nuck
it to
If
my
You Buck made
playlist
it.
though. I did add it.
Yeah, me
Okay.
personally though, I'm not a big fan of No Air either. Like I never really cared about that
Crazy.
song.
Y'all are wilding. No
Great
Air
song. Great song.
is an amazing song.
And does Jordan Sparks have other songs?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
She doesn't need
Never
him.
heard them.
Yeah.
No.
I will
That's what I'm
say,
saying.
I did almost try to fight. I know I talked to Brandon about this. I did try to fight that No Air should not be on this list
He did.
because that
he
is
did contest.
the white women love that song. That I feel like it has transcended the line.
I agree, but it's one of those where like you could walk into a group of black people and start singing that No Air, and everybody's gonna know it. Like you would think that would have transitioned, yeah, but it just did. It still belongs to the community.
That's
So
fair. That's why I allowed it.
yeah. All right. Well, Nuck If You Buck makes it through. Sad to see No Air get eliminated so early, but you know,
I'm happy with the decision.
Yeah,
So
me
far.
too. It's like I knew that was gonna be easy. Not
So
gonna
it's
be
not-
Buck for me.
Sounds like for us that was also a 2-1. So that
Yeah.
worked out.
Yeah. To let people know, the matchups were based off of a random generator, so we didn't like seed these by any particular way. This is a random generator, so that's kind of why we have certain matchups. So if you're thinking, how the hell did that get against that? It was just randomized. So make it a little more interesting. All right, in our next matchup, we have Like You by Sierra and Lil Bow Wow.
No, I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in a special way. I feel when you hold me, we gon' always be together, baby. That's what you told me, and I believe it. 'Cause I ain't never had nobody do me like you.
And every time I think about you, when you ride, when you call, when you come up, your love is amazing.
And then we have Swag Surfing by LAFLY.
Man, I got this swag. My head up to my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag.
All right, Tanner, I feel like I know Tanner. Like to this point, it's like I can make Tanner's choice for him. But I'm all right, Tanner. Do you think?
Well, and before this is interesting because we just saw the world learn what swag surfing was when Taylor Swift did it. So like people are acting like this is like a brand new song or like a brand new thing. It's like,
That's
no,
true.
bro, this song is like 10 years old. Like this song is old.
That's how it happens.
But go ahead, Tanner.
So luckily, I knew what swag surfing was before the Chiefs. I gotta go with swag surfing though. It's pretty much the same matchup as last round. Swag surfing gives off the same kind of vibe. Throw that in before a game. It's one of those hype songs. So I gotta go with swag surfing.
All right, I expected that one, to be honest with you. All right, Dr. Tabby, what do you got?
I would say this one's a little bit difficult. I hadn't heard swag surfing before. Like I knew what it was, but I hadn't heard the whole before. But like you, I hadn't heard the song before, but I love anything Sierra, so that's going to get my vote because it's still just like her voice is great. Still has a good, still very pleasant, but it's not too slow. I feel like it's a good song.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Another split. That's crazy.
I'm glad R&B is getting some love around here. I feel like, you know what I mean, with all the testosterone in the room, it's going to get R&B is going to get cheated a little bit. So good to see it. Yeah. All right, Roy. What we got?
I just want to start this off with I had no idea that the kid from Like Mike was a singer.
Oh,
Are you serious?
The disrespect.
Wow.
He called the kid from Like
My
Mike.
lord.
Wow.
I had always known he was, but I had never heard the song till. Well, I've actually heard the song. It brought me back to like junior high dance days,
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, I haven't heard this song in a while.
that checks out.
That's hilarious. That's like saying, yeah, the dude from Are We There Yet was a rapper.
Because I remember I looked at the album, and I'm like, that guy looks really familiar. I'm like, that's right. He had broken shoes.
Disrespect. That's crazy.
That's hilarious, bro.
It's wild.
So what you going with, Roy?
I was vibing at the song. I thought it was very good. Brought me back. Made me feel like I was back at home. But then I tell you, I put on Swag Surfing, and I have never been transported more in my life than I was when I heard that song. I'm going Swag Surfing.
Hey.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, if you have lived through a swag surf,
Oh
then
yeah,
it's different.
amazing.
Like if you've been a part of one, it's different.
It's a level of bonding you don't really
I
get.
was like, what's the song that we talked about during the white music record? Was it the Sweet Caroline? The thumb. Like, this is swag surfing. Like you get your buddy on one side.
Yeah, like the swag surf. Yeah, like it's an experience that you have to live through.
I definitely looked up some videos after the whole Taylor Swift one, and then I was like, oh, okay, it's on here. And I was like, I got to be a part of this one of these days. I have to be a part of one of these.
The best comment I've seen about the Taylor Swift thing was like, yeah, she has all the surfing, but she has no swag. I was like, that's very true.
That's tough. But yeah, if you go to a wedding with any culture, swag surfing is going to come on. It's just the way it is. You know what I mean? So, okay.
But whoa, let's not just Like You is a nice song though.
Oh yeah,
like, very good.
The beat slaps. Yeah.
Yeah, like I will absolutely. Yeah, Sierra just running up and down. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah, so we definitely posted a thing on our Instagram of us singing the song. So yeah.
Let me ask y'all. Do y'all remember the rumors used to be like, "Oh, Sierra was a dude"? Did y'all remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? That was crazy.
I don't know why.
I don't either.
It was absurd.
It was stupid.
For no reason, everybody's just like, she might be a dude. I was like, what?
Like, and the rumor wasn't that she was a dude. The rumor was that she was a hermaphrodite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is news to me.
Yeah, and that's like it was absurd. Like, what are we doing? Like, like that's the thing that made me realize, like, oh, they just make shit up.
Yeah,
like they're just doing shit to talk.
It was a couple years, like in her prime, she had to like not prove, but she kind of had to like, you know what I mean, like deal with that.
That has to be awkward because it's like, okay, first of all, how do people know? But then also, how do you prove it's not true?
Right. Yeah. Like, it's wild. That's wild.
What did Chris Tucker say? You better go check that hardware.
Look, I promise I'm a woman.
And she and Bow Wow were together.
Yeah, they were.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were dating when that song came out.
Oh, that makes it.
I only see him as 12, so it's weird to me.
Well, that's because he's been the same height since he was 12.
She was dunking on him while they were together.
When he had them shoes on, he had them shoes. He's changing the game.
That's hilarious. Like Mike. That's hilarious.
Like Mike.
Yeah, like he's
Russell
been that
Wilson's
height
wife.
since like Mike.
Oh,
that's true.
Like like he's a tiny little man, and like Lil was correct.
I noticed there was no like in like the Spotify like when I was playing this song, I was like, oh, maybe he got rid of that.
He dropped it.
He tried. Like like Precious Ideas, he wasn't Lil anymore, but he was still Lil.
Yeah, I was like, why even drop it at this point?
Yeah. Like Romeo earned removing his, but Bow Wow needed to keep that.
All right. Next matchup we have Always on Time with Ja Rule and Ashanti. And then we have Wipe Me Down with Lil Boozy Badass, and a few other people.
A minute, yo, man, you already know what it is, you heard me? We still riding on chrome. We still pulling up, man, look. I pull up at the club, VIP, gas tank on E, but all drinks on me. Wipe me down. Fresh kicks, fresh white, tall tee, fresh NFL hat, fresh bows with the grease. Wipe me down.
And just the other niggas in the song.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. It was another dude who spoke in the song. I don't know.
And then there was a remix. Yeah. So Boosie.
Yeah. Dr. Tabby, what do you think on this one?
Wipe Me Down, I had heard of this one at all. This one was totally new to me. Beat was all right. Wasn't my favorite one on the playlist. I have a special spot for Always on Time because that being played on the radio quite a bit, but I love the song and I remember driving around a lot listening to that song. So I'm definitely going to go Always on Time because it just makes me happy.
Thank you. R&B getting some love. I love it. All right. Ja Rule he was putting in work on that one. And that was a tough thing about Ja Rule. He had a few that could have been on this list, but
he did.
Because he had some with I think J-Lo and a couple others that were really.
Yeah, and he had a few that like you said, the one with J-Lo kind of transitioned to the point where we couldn't keep it just on this list, but no, right? He had some bangers. All right, Tanner. I mean, do we need to do this?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, this one was a little tough. When I saw that matchup, I was like, that one might be a little tricky. I did like Always on Time. Wipe Me Down kind of made a little comeback. They had the dance for it. They went viral.
Yeah.
But Brandon, you're right. I gotta go Wipe Me Down.
Yeah. I know Tanner, man. Tanner man. Tanner from there, man. I know Tanner what Tanner gonna go with.
You throw that, just like Roy was saying, you throw that on the card, you're just sitting there just bouncing up and down.
Dang.
That's
all
facts.
right. Dang, that's crazy. We literally getting a split decision every time. I'm trying
Good.
to see.
That's why we're here.
I
love it.
All right, Roy,
it's on you.
Man, I am a fan of just the pump up fight songs like "Wipe Me Down" is, and I was feeling this one. Unfortunately, it did play right after Swag Surfing, so it was a tough follow for me. And so the third and fourth play, I made sure that it was slow than a pump up song. And when it was kind of moved away, and it was kind of like this is what's bringing me to it, it kind of went down a little bit. It was still very good, very good song. I added this one to my playlist as well. But Ashanti, my word,
I like it.
It's not even close for me. I'm going Always on Time.
Ooh.
Oh, that's an upset.
Oh,
yeah. I
Like-
think had Wipe Me Down been against someone else, it would have been Wipe Me Down. But something about Always on Time. This was the first time I think I heard this song. And I was like, damn, this one's good.
Yeah, man. This joint was on the radio every 40 minutes.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I rode
97.9.
the bus,
Wild
so-
97.9. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say, Roy? I wrote the bus?
I rode the bus to school, so we didn't really have a
was
radio.
Was it like the short one or was it like the regular size one?
It was a pretty long bus.
Oh, okay. Just long, like for you, it was long, but like
I mean,
to us,
yeah.
it's like, nah, that was a short bus.
It had like 4 rows. It's pretty long.
Like a damn football team in there. All right. I will say, I was not the biggest Boosie fan, even growing up. I think I like Boosie now. So honestly, if I was voting in this one, I would also go Always on Time. But Wipe Me Down is a banger.
As I roll up in the club VIP.
Yeah. Gas tank on E, but hey,
Yeah.
all drinks on
But all
me.
drinks on me. Wipe me down.
Head,
My boy ain't making it out the club.
knees. Yeah, like that
Yeah.
part got me. But I'd probably go with Always on Time.
B-O-O-S-I-E. Yeah, like
I think what did it for me on that one is I just felt like it was so repetitive and it just kept repeating the same lines so many times that I was like, all right, I'm done with it. And there's still a minute and a half left. And then they
Yeah.
repeated the same line again. I was like, okay, I gotta fast forward through this one after a few listens.
that's why he goes to shoulders, chest, pants, shoes. Like changes it up a little bit. But I understand that because I'm not listening to the words being said. I know them, but I don't know how to explain it.
I respect it. I understand.
It's just the vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe for sure.
So, Spencer,
Um,
Brandon, which one would y'all have went with?
Always on time.
Wipe me down.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny. Like we're voting the same way so far as numbers.
Yeah, it's facts. That's facts. All right. Next one. We have Blow the Whistle by Too Short.
Stay on the porch, blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spit one. Let me hit that blind. Pimp C, 8 Ball, and MJG. Keep spitting that weed to the IMP.
And then we got Crank That by Soulja Boy.
Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman. That now why me crank that soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman.
Oh, this is an interesting matchup.
I agree.
Roy, what you got?
I don't know if this is going to change the way you think about me, but I actually heard Crank That
You better
fully
for the first time. You better
no,
not.
not for the first time.
Oh, okay.
But the first time I heard this song fully through, it was a cover by a band called I Set My Friends on Fire.
What? A cover?
Hold on. Let me.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Let me
Wow.
cook.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
cook. Let me cook.
Okay. You ain't cooking
So-
well. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's a little rough, but we'll get there. Around this time in my my youth, I was really big into those those hardcore, heavy screamo bands where they gotta cover all the R&B rap songs, and this was one that came on, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna listen to the original song ever again after I listen to this. So I went years without listening to the original Crank That, and time went on, finally listened to it. I was like, oh, this is really good. About honestly a month ago, I listened to that same cover again, and I remember going, "This is dog shit." I don't know why I liked this song to begin with because the original is so much better. But man, it is a tough one to go against because Blow the Whistle is really good as well. But something about Crank That just brings me back to my youth, and I got to go with Crank That.
Wow. Okay. Ooh. Hey Tanner, this is both your lane right here, man. What you doing?
This is a tough one. I already talked to Jordan about this. Blow the Whistle. That was a banger when you're playing 2K back in the day.
And it was even the clean version, but it was still hidden.
It was still hitting. It was good. You go to the park, hear that song comes on, you're just vibing.
Yeah.
Crank That, like Roy said, I remember being at school dances back in elementary. Thought I was cool, learned the dance and everything. I gotta go and Crank That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Dude.
There's
All
something
right.
about being in the bathroom area or like away from the dance floor, and all I hear is yo, and then everybody just sprinting.
That song was so
Everyone's ours.
iconic. Like back
I
then.
couldn't even do the dance, but I was like, nah, I gotta get there, and I'm booking it.
All right, Dr. Tubby, your vote honestly doesn't matter in this case, but we do want to hear what you got to say.
It's fine. So on this one, like I had definitely heard Crank That before. It was another one that got played for me. I don't think it was my favorite, and then I just heard it so much. I hadn't heard Blow the Whistle before, but I was like, man, this is good. This is good, like clubbing music or getting ready to go to the club music. I was like, this is gonna make its way to that playlist. So I would definitely go Blow the Whistle would be my vote.
I'm with you. I ain't gonna lie. I would pick Blow the Whistle I like the West Coast music more. Soulja Boy is garbage to me. Now this is his best joint. But
I agree. Yeah, garbage. I agree.
yeah.
I would have went Crank That though.
Yeah, that's like I will crank that right now.
Brandon just doesn't like to dance, is what it is. He refuses to dance.
Dude is like 6'4", 280.
Yeah,
6'6",
6'6", but
6'6", don't disrespect.
250. He too big to be dancing. He think he's
Yeah, no
Shaq.
disrespect.
You started with the 3 there, don't we? Heard it.
I did start.
Yeah, like relax.
He
He's
ain't that
crazy.
big.
Got all my dimensions wrong.
I did.
Blow the Whistle is a dance song too.
Yeah, like you could cook to Blow the Whistle.
Yeah, like
I feel too disrespectful though. Like, what's my favorite word?
Yeah, no, too
I feel
short.
too
Yeah,
disrespectful. Yeah,
it's a very ignorant song.
yeah.
Very ignorant. But that's why we're here.
Yeah. So it makes it good.
Like, that's what that song is for. Like, that song is not about being respectful.
Yeah, the beat 10 times better. 10 times better.
Oh, agree.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
But I think Crank That is too iconic though. I think Soldier Boy, and honestly I hated the whole era, the whole dance era. First of all, I couldn't do all the dances. My knees didn't work like that. It was like,
how you have bad knees when you were young?
yeah,
like, that's when your knees
that's
are
called
good.
rhythm.
That's when you dance because you have knees.
No,
Yeah.
man,
That's why-
these years of sports, be tearing my knees up.
That's why he
Crank
always
That
wore
did
those
require
long
nothing.
shorts so he could see the
Yeah.
jacked up knees be hidden.
Yeah, bro.
Crank That required a lot of balance, a lot of mobility.
That's when they got
Coordination.
to all the other nonsense, the Crank the Batman and the
I
I
will
do
say
remember
all the
a
other
lot of
Crank this
those.
stuff.
Yeah, like I would absolutely crank the Aquaman.
Yeah, see, no, it was getting stupid there for a while. So
Oh,
yeah,
you're right. Yeah, like Crank That Yank.
yeah,
It's stupid.
Yeah, it was getting excessive. And that was
Because-
when YouTube was like growing. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
like it
Well-
happened right on time.
The one thing about Blow the Whistle that I could not get out of my head is when it gets to the whistle part, I immediately thought of Terry Crews and White Chicks in the club scene.
I did too when he's at the rave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That made me like it more.
I
love
forgot
that.
about that. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. This next one. This is an
Ooh,
interesting matchup.
before we continue,
Yeah.
this was something that crossed my mind when I was listening to these. What is the consensus on back in the day when they used to make the clean version? Fan or not a fan? Because nowadays you listen to the radio and like it's just half the song is bleeped out because they just play the original song. I was always a
prefer-
fan of the clean version.
Yeah, I like
Not-
if they
not
do it clean
over,
or
But I like that you could listen to the whole song.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I will
Like,
say, I did hear the To the Window song
That's true.
the clean way for years before I heard the original.
Roy was
Honestly,
"Whoa,
like
what did he
college.
just say? Like, what did he just say?
To the what down?
Oh, that's
What's
true.
dripping?
down
Yeah.
my ball. Yeah, that was crazy.
I was like,
yeah.
where's the skeet?
Yeah.
Because it's so funny. I remember that happening in my real life because Ludacris had What's Your Fantasy, and a lot of that was like I don't think there was a clean version. I think they just bleeped a lot of it.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't make that song clean.
Then it's
Exactly.
not a song.
Yeah.
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 It's interference in your radio, and you're like, man, this thing ain't working.
It was like
My
I
CD
wanna from your
Yeah.
head to your toe. and I
Trying to shake
wanna.
your CD, like, hello. hello.
That's
and-
fine.
And so when I was really young, that song came out, and I like didn't like it because I was a child. And then a couple years later, I grew up and I heard the song, and I was like, "Why is the song all bleepy? Like, what are we doing? What? I want to hear it." And then my sister was like, "Because people like you can't handle the real version of it." Because I was complaining about it when I was 7.
right.
And so, yeah, I think radio edits have a place in this world. And I think that they allow for people to be able to listen to songs, but also I'm of the opinion like that song just don't need to be on the radio. Like there are some songs that don't need to be on a public forum.
Yes,
Yeah.
facts.
And
Nowadays.
so yeah, I think that even if a song is really popular, like there are some songs like this one can't be on the radio, and that's just what it needs to be.
Yeah.
I agree with that. All right. Next one. Very interesting matchup here. I can see it being divided. We have International Players Anthem by UGK and Outkast.
I typed a text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC round town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. Wetness all around me, true, but I'm no island. Peninsula, maybe. Makes no sense.
And then we have Untitled by D'Angelo.
I just want you, man. How does it feel? How does it feel? Did I wanna know how it
All right, Tanner, I'm gonna go to you first. This is this is definitely not, you know what I mean, it's a mixed matchup. What do you think?
Also, just real quick, for those who are listening and are unfamiliar, the song "How Does It Feel?"
Yeah, Untitled is also called "How Does It Feel?"
Yeah, like Untitled is the name of the song, but I have never called it that.
Yeah,
the song is called "How Does It Feel?"
Yeah, your title's better.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I knew it is too. But go ahead, Tanner.
This is another tough one. I like both. Untitled. The only issue I had with it is I felt like I needed some hearing aids to hear the lyrics. The beat
Oh,
was amazing.
yeah,
The beat's amazing,
yeah,
but I couldn't hear the words.
yeah.
So, pro tip: did you watch the music video?
No, but I did see. I did do my research and I saw some pictures from the music video.
Yeah, because I think that he was whispery because that man was naked.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what you're paying attention to.
He was primed up, ready to go.
Oh, I was like, is that a rule? You can't yell when you're naked.
Only if the socks are on. Only if the socks are on.
Hey, got the orthopedic socks with the grip. Hey,
Them hospital socks.
Oh man.
International Players Anthem, though, I really enjoyed that song. That's the first time I'd ever heard it. So I got to go with that one. That was just, I really enjoyed that song. Probably listened to it. That's probably one of my top 5 songs on there. Listen to it a lot. So I got to go with that one.
I love it that these songs are like making it into your rotation.
Yeah. I'm surprised, Tanner. Honestly, I'm surprised that's the first time you saw it. I mean, first time you heard that one. But no, that's a good choice. Good choice. Roy, what do you got?
This was 2 very close ones that for the first time I heard both of them, and it is very close. And I've game time decision. I think it's got to be. How does it feel?
Okay.
Wow.
I was in my car and I was like, man, this one is. I almost started crying. I was like, man, this is getting to me. And I watched the music video, and I said, oh, this is a little different than what I envisioned when I was listening to the song. I was like, okay, I'm not mad at it, but
yeah, that's funny. D'Angelo's style is very like raspy and like jazzy. So yeah, it's not the easiest like lyrics wise. All right, Dr. Tab, you got to decide and vote. What you think?
All right. So I hadn't heard the How Does It Feel song before. Very pretty dude. So I mean, he had that going in his sure. I did not know the rule about being like whispery when you're naked. But I would say like I'm gonna throw a little in here is I think actually for this one I'm gonna pick International Players Anthem. How Does It Feel was a little too slow for me a bit. Okay. I mean, granted, not gonna a lot more entertaining with the music video, but just listening on the play was a little slow for me, but I understand why with the music video.
Right. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. International Players Anthem is my all-time favorite song ever. Like if they was like put a gun to my head, recite the lyrics, I'm in that thing. I love this song so much. I've loved it since it released, and I'm happy you guys did not eliminate it because I was about to go off.
They're still. It's early. It's way too early for you to be.
I'm just know if it gets eliminated, I'm coming after y'all. I love that song with a passion.
You remember that time you said a Pokeball was a good weapon?
Oh man, here we go.
I'll remember it.
Here we go.
That's hilarious. No, I mean, that's a good pick. I mean, it's a tough matchup for How Does It Feel. I really enjoyed How Does It Feel. It's one of my picks on the playlist. But yeah, International Players Anthem, like that's an iconic rap song. One of the greatest rap songs of all time.
Oh yeah, like opening with Andre, that was the right move.
Yeah, Andre.
And he was on fire at this time too.
Yeah, true.
He hopped on everybody's remix. Like he was killing it during this time.
That's good.
Yeah. That's facts. Ooh, this one. All right, we're gonna get in the R&B bag. Next we have "You Don't Know My Name" by Alicia Keys. Versus "You Got It Bad" by Usher.
Ooh.
Thing about you got it bad when you're out with someone, but you keep on thinking about somebody else. When you say that you love them and you really know everything that used to matter don't matter no more. Like my money or my car, you can have it all.
I honestly
All right.
don't even know where I'm gonna go with this one. I
gotta
don't
think
even
for
know.
myself.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Dr. Tabby, I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you rock first.
This is a really hard one. I think this is probably like the hard I've had to pick. Of course, because I do really like R&B. But I hadn't heard a song by Alicia Keys. I had heard more of her singles. But this one was pretty good. But "You Got It Bad" by Usher is like one of my favorite songs, both when it came out. Being younger, I thought it was great. And then like I still love it now. It pops up and I'm like, oh yeah, I still listen to this, bringing back memories. So I'm definitely gonna go Usher. And all of his songs, I think, from this era, music videos, albums were amazing.
True. We
Agreed.
literally had to, like, we had an argument about which song should be on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Usher's got entire albums that are eligible.
He's got a catalog.
Like all of them can be single.
Yeah, it's facts. All right, Roy.
I'm gonna hold off. I'll let Tanner go.
Okay, passing. All right, Tanner.
Okay. I enjoyed both songs. I like, both singers. I gotta go with "You Got It Bad" though.
Wow.
Usher, man, it's Usher. I mean, Alicia Keys, great, but Usher, I feel like, Usher is very popular in the white community, So I gotta go with it.
For the people.
I get it. That's a tough one. That's a tough matchup. I'm still debating on which one I would even go with. What you got, Roy?
That was one of the matchups I was hoping didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that this was a two-way move for Usher, because it's a three-way move for Usher. Because I have a confession to make. Speaking of Usher, I have a confession. While I personally love Alicia Keys, I cannot say that I'm a fan of her music.
Oh wow.
I think she has a fantastic voice. But her songs, they're not for me. They're not written for me. They're not written about me. I never felt any way about them. I loved her on The Voice. I thought she was great.
Yeah.
Right. I had never seen The Voice in my life. I didn't even know she was on that.
It's a white people show. You wouldn't understand.
No.
Hey, chill out, man. I like that. American Idol is better, but yeah, Voice is solid.
I agree.
Okay. Wow.
So
you got it bad.
That's the thing.
Know.
I would have ruined my life for Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah, I still would.
I would have ruined my life for Alicia Keys. But I see where Roy is coming from. I really liked Songs in A Minor, and I really liked Diary, but like after that, I wasn't. I think Alicia Keys got a little more commercial. And but Usher stayed, like, Usher's whole trajectory. It's so good. And yeah, You Got It Bad, like that opening.
Yeah,
we hitting that mug.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts.
Man, we could have got my boo on there too. Alicia Keys and Usher.
My boo could have been there.
That would have been a lot tougher for me to decide.
To me, You Don't Know My Name is a better song. To me personally, You Don't Know My Name is like, that takes you back to like them old classic songs back in the day. You Got It Bad is great. I don't think it's his best song. Like, I think he's got a catalog. Yeah, like it was just a lot of, like we talked about, a lot of his better songs just took off to the point to where they're not really owned by just black people. You know what I'm saying? I would have picked You Don't Know My Name, but I get it. I mean,
I'm right there with you, Brandon. I made my decision. I'm right there with you. Only because you just said it. You hit on the head. It's like Usher has a huge catalog, and any of his other songs could have been on there. I mean, when we talked about these songs, like I would have put Confessions, but obviously Confessions kind of transcended everything.
Yeah.
I would also went You Don't Know My Name.
Nice. Wow. That's tough to see. You know, that's tough to see Alicia Keys go. But all right. This is gonna be an interesting one. Our next matchup, we have Buy You a Drink by T-Pain.
We did. I'ma buy you a drink. I'ma take it home with me. I got money in the bank. I be in the great Cadillac. We in the bed like
Versus Let Me Love You by Mario.
You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. A baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the
All right.
way
That's tough.
love-
That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Tanner,
Yeah.
what we doing?
That is a tough one. I actually listened to Let Me Love You on the way to work this morning.
Hey.
It's not a song, you just belt out. You think you can sing until the radio gets real quiet. But T-Pain, man, you can't go against T-Pain. And Roy even brought it up too. Me and Roy talked about that one. So I gotta go with Buy You a Drink. It's just one of those songs. As soon as it comes on, everybody's singing.
It's true. I'll let Roy go last because I know he's gonna go through a diatribe about why it shouldn't be on this list. So, Dr. Tabby, I'll let you go next.
Oh, this one's really hard because I really like both of these. I had heard both of these before, but I kind of forgot about Buy You a Drink.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh yeah, I really like this one's so hard. I think also just because the nostalgia factor, I'm gonna have to go Let Me Love You. I totally forgot this song even existed. I forgot he even existed until this playlist. And then I was like, all these memories, I was like, loved this song, and it just disappeared from consciousness. But I'm definitely gonna go you. But I do like the other song a lot.
It's a tough one.
I agree. This is a tough one too.
Yeah,
I agree.
both are great songs. All right, Roy.
Well,
man. Do you think?
Look what fell into my lap, the deciding factor. Brandon, I have went rounds with you on this one.
Sure, you have.
Spencer, I believe I've also looped you into this.
You did say something to me about it.
As much as I absolutely, unequivocally fuck with Buy You a Drink, I don't know if I can allow it to go further, because there is absolutely no way that this song has not transcended not only into the white population, but the Filipino population, the Laotian population, the North Korean population.
That's
this
crazy.
is quite literally the most globally large song that I may have ever heard in my entire life. And the fact that it is on this playlist is offensive to me.
To you.
To me.
Okay.
Because it is so good. Because I remember almost wanting to punch Brandon when we were talking about the white playlist and how Paramore was not allowed to be on that list because she transcended.
It's facts.
And if Paramore cannot be on the list, there is no way T-Pain can be on this list.
See, I don't think those are the same levels.
They are 100% the same levels. Not everyone knows every single song by Paramore. They know the main songs, the mainstream ones.
I don't even know who
just
Paramore is.
That's Jordan. Jordan didn't.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm literally Googling Paramore right now.
Like, it wasn't about drugs or shooting somebody. He
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
listening to it.
And I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Let Me Love You. I think it is a fantastic song, and I love that song. This is one of the few ones that I've listened to a lot before this playlist came out. But out of sheer principle, I have to go with Let Me Love You. Even though I 100% believe Buy Your Drink is a better song, I just can't let it continue because it shouldn't even be on this list to begin with. So although there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best.
was gonna say that's honorable
Yeah.
under the circumstances because your Paramore comparison honestly isn't wrong. No, I think that Roy makes a valid argument that T-Pain belongs to the world more than Paramore belongs to us.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. At this point, probably right because he's now started to do all kind of like covers,
especially now. Yeah.
After T-Pain's Tiny Desk, yeah, he belongs to the world now.
The fact that Ozzy Osbourne retweeted him, it's over. He's no longer yours. I am sorry.
Yeah,
that's facts.
I love that little mix that he put out of him covering all the songs. Like at work, I was like telling everybody listen to it. So
who told him he needed to use autotune? Like
I don't know.
He just thought it was cool. Like,
and it was
because he had heard Cher do it, and he was like, "That's cool. I think I'm gonna do that." And then he was the only one who wasn't afraid to do it. And then when Kanye did it, everybody else was like, "Oh, it's cool now."
Yeah,
because that's why T-Pain was featured on everything, because all these, hard rappers were like, I want that on the song, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
T-Pain was like, yeah, y'all can pay me to do it.
Yeah. Play that role. Wow, okay. Let Me Love You makes it to the next round. I probably would have I prefer Let Me Love You. Mario, that's his best song. He has some great low-key albums too.
Is that not his only song? What other Mario songs are there?
Well, Mario, he started younger, and then this was his first grown-up song.
I remember Braid My Hair. That's what I remember. Braid My Hair and Let Me Love You. That's it.
He had a song.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to braid. So when the song came out, I want to go through the ugly phase between growing your hair out and everything. I was already ugly. It's like I can't have both of those.
That phase is not fun.
Yeah,
I remember it vividly.
But,
and I honestly. You're a dime plus 99. I can't.
Oh yeah, that is stupid. That is beyond dumb.
Dumb as hell.
I do think "Let Me Love You" is a better song, but I still probably wouldn't buy you a drink.
I'm thinking as far as songs that I would rather sing, I'd rather sing "Buy You a Drink."
Oh yeah, easy.
I'm gonna have more fun.
Yeah.
With that one.
But I understand the principle because T-Pain, he might make it to the finals if he get past this. Just out of being T-Pain. So
I would fight from the whole way, and that's another reason why I can't.
Yeah, I mean it's hard because "Let Me Buy You a Drink" is more of a party music, and Let Me Love You, Netflix and chill music.
Yeah, that's good. Good point. All right, another. This is a tough one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know which one's making out of this one. All right, we have "Lovers and Friends" by Lil Jon, Ludacris, Usher.
Tell me again. Tell me over and over and over again. Lovers and friends. Make sure you're right before you choose. I've been knowing you for a long time.
Versus Slow Jams, Jamie Foxx, Twista, and Kanye West.
She said she wants some ready for the world, some new edition, some many repertoire. Definitely set this party off right. Yes, it will. It definitely will. Oh, no, I told her to drive over in your new whip, bring some friends you cool with.
I think this is the hardest matchup so far.
Easily the hardest matchup.
Wow.
Easily.
Right. Oh, let Tanner go first. He's talking a lot of noise earlier. He said he had everything planned out. He knew what he was going to pick ahead of time. I didn't see this matchup happening.
I got to shout out Brandy because I told her this was going to happen, and it did happen. Dude, I will have to say this is the first time I heard both of these songs.
Ooh.
They're going to stay in my playlist. I enjoyed both songs. They're great songs.
Mm-hmm.
But I told Jordan I was feeling Lovers and Friends. I'd be back there singing it all day. Dude, that song is so good. Both of them are really great songs. I won't be mad how it goes either way. But for me personally, it's Lovers and Friends.
Yeah.
I think Lil Jon's the only guy that can, say, in the bathtub, rub a dubbing, and still sound hard.
Rub-a-dubbing.
Rub-a-dubbing. This is tough. This is tough.
That's tough. All right, Dr. Tabby, what you got?
Oh, this is really, really hard. I also hadn't heard either of these, but really liked both, and they also made my playlists. I think I'm gonna have to go with Lovers and Friends just from like the surprise factor, because the things that I know Lil Jon and the East Side Boys from is like Get Low and more like party music.
Yeah.
So just the fact that they're capable of kind of a more like slow, easy one like this.
He switched it up.
Yeah. And plus I like Ludacris a lot too. So I'm gonna go Lovers and Friends.
That's pulling Spenser right there. Yeah.
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 This one's really hard, but like, Lovers and Friends. Please tell your lovers and friends that Usher, John, and Luda had to do it again.
Roy, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I do want to hear what you think.
It doesn't matter because I did go Slow Jams. This is that one that I have heard before and heard in my youth and still love this song. This was the first time I heard Lovers and Friends. And I don't know if this is sacrilegious or not, but I feel like Lil Jon ruined the song for me.
Whoa. That is wild, Roy. That is wild.
The flow of the song was just it was so starkly different from when he entered in that it kind of like took me back. I was like, whoa, hold up. Rewind 30 seconds real quick and listen to it again. I was like, that was a rough intro. And it wasn't the vibe I was going for.
Are you talking about the beginning of the song? You're talking about Lil Jon's verse.
Lil Jon's verse.
His verse was rough.
Yes.
Y'all thought it was rough? I liked his verse.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I don't hate it because I like the song, but like Usher came in looking.
Yeah, him and Luda took it to.
Oh yeah, they carried the song. Sure,
yeah,
I think he held his own though.
Yeah. So I really do like Lovers and Friends. This is literally the battle between a 9 and a 10. It was just Slow Jams to me was the higher. There was no flaws in it. Where Lovers and Friends, I had just that little hiccup, and so while it doesn't matter, I have to go Slow Jams.
I'm not mad at that because whenever I first heard Lovers and Friends, like in 2004, I felt the same way. I was like, why is Lil Jon here?
Yeah,
like we just didn't need that.
Yeah,
I've grown to appreciate it now, but like, yeah, when it first came out, I felt pretty the same way.
I'm with Roy though. I'm going Slow Jams. I love Slow. Lovers and Friends is really good, and both of these songs are when me and my wife do karaoke at home. Like both of these songs are in the playlist. But I like Slow Jams a lot.
I'm going with everybody. Lovers and Friends. It just Luda just took it to a different. He probably had the best verse on both songs. You know what I mean? If he was comparing verses, like Luda had probably the best verse.
I miss this Luda.
Yeah, exactly. Like this was Luda, like at the end of his prime, really.
Like the fact that he went out on
this was Chicken and Beer Luda, I think,
is
it's
disrespectful to his career.
Facts. Okay, now we're in the second round. We just got done with a tough decision. We have even more tough decisions to come.
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, it's only getting worse. And to start out is a really tough one. We have Nuck If You Buck by Crime Mob versus Swag Surf. Offline. So
oh no.
Roy, sound like you want to start.
Oh no. All right, Dr. Tabby, what do you think on this one?
On this one, Swag Surf is really fun, but I have to go with Nuck If You Buck because like any song that's gonna like hype you up, and he maybe make you want to fight. A good song.
It's facts.
About to stump somebody out, boy.
She throwing bottles at somebody.
Yeah, for real.
That's funny.
And
Roy,
she's just like, I just have to go with.
Yeah, I just have to go with the violent song. Yeah,
I love it.
All right, Roy, what you think?
I was really wanting Nuck If You Buck to go further than the second round, but like I said, it was just that 2/3 of the song was great. 1/3 wasn't. Where Swag Surf and I was the entire time.
Okay,
I'm getting it. So Going swag surfing.
Split decision.
Yeah, Tanner, no pressure here, buddy.
It's right in Tanner's wheelhouse.
Yeah, this your bag right here.
This is a tough one though. I like both songs.
Yeah.
But after what Taylor Swift did,
Ah.
gotta go with Nuck If You Buck.
Oh.
Even if she didn't do that, I would win Nuck If You Buck. But I've been listening to that song ever since I was a kid.
But again,
Jordan, the first CD I ever had was 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. So once I started listening to that, dug a little deeper, found this song. Yeah, that's been in my wheelhouse for a while now.
if you once you live through a swag surf, we'll revisit.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like that can change my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I would have picked Nuck If You Buck as well, though. Yeah, that hype, bro. That hype is something different.
Nah, I would have picked Swag Surf personally.
I'm still thinking about it.
Stuck.
Okay. Our next one. I feel like it's on this side is the more get hype side, and the other side is more, a little more mellow. On this side, we have Always on Time, Ja Rule and Ashanti versus Crank That, Soulja Boy.
Oh, this is easy, but this ain't my choice.
Roy, I'll let you go first on this one.
This is an interesting matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
it is
polar opposite songs,
right?
But I feel like if you look at Crank That and you kind of strip it down and you take away the hype, you take away the beat, and you look at the lyrics, they kind of don't make any fucking sense.
So ass without like the vibe.
Yeah,
that song is trash.
So as much as I just love that song and enjoy listening to it, I can't go with it. I can't.
I respect it.
I'm always on time.
I respect it. All right, Tanner. I guess
and Ashanti.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
P.S. Ashanti. Because my lord.
Yeah. To this day.
Better today. Because I remember Ashanti back then, and I was like, yeah, Ashanti cool, but I was still looking at Alicia Keys. But today, have you seen Ashanti today?
I definitely have.
She looks amazing.
My lord.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does look better. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened.
I don't either. That's how we age.
So not fair.
Because Maya, same. I'd take Maya right now as opposed to in 2001.
Yeah. Get that. Tanner, what you thinking?
Crank That was iconic back in the day. Was a very hype song. I told Jordan the other day I wasn't really feeling Always on Time, but I kept listening. I gave it a fair chance. It grew on me. So I got to go with Always on Time.
Oh,
wow.
Crank That gets eliminated?
Wow, Tanner, I didn't see that coming from you. I'll be honest.
Crank That's a good song, but it's one of those now. It's like if it randomly comes on, then yeah, I still get, I get hyped to it. But I feel like Always on Time, I could throw that on at any time, and it's still gonna be.
It's a good evaluation. Dr. Tabby,
Wow, I thought I was going to be the outlier on this because this one's an easy one for me. It's definitely going to be Always on Time for me, but I thought I was going to be the only vote for that.
look at the fellas coming through.
Upset.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I thought Always on Time should have went past that. Crank That made it as far as it needed to go. Yeah.
And
it did its job.
Thinking about it, Crank That was up against Blow the Whistle, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, honestly.
I told you. That's what I'm telling you.
Because I love Crank That, but if we're talking what's a better song, it's easy.
Blow the Whistle should have made it.
But if we're talking more iconic, more it's got street cred or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. The right decision was made here.
Yeah.
I would still Crank That right now.
I ranked the songs 1 through 16, and Crank That was 16 for me. Crank That was not.
Oh, 16? It ain't that bad.
It's bad, bro.
On
It's,
this
It
would have been
list,
for
on
me,
this
too.
list, I
on
think
this
so.
list,
Oh,
it's 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 10 times, there's a lot better actual songs. And
There's
yeah,
15 other songs
is
better.
once the vibe is off, like Tanner said, after about the first random time you hit it, if it comes back on again, you're like, oh, this ain't that
Twice in
good.
an hour?
Yeah, that's a song, like you don't need that song very many times.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Give me a good one time. I'm good.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you maybe twice a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Went to the little wedding, hit a little wedding. After that, I'm straight. I don't need to hear it again. All right. Next side, on the other side of the bracket, we have International Players Anthem, Outkast UGK versus Usher. You got it back.
Mm.
Dr. Tabby, I'm gonna let you start. I'm gonna let you start the precedent here.
All right. I mean, I probably think I'm gonna be the outlier in this as well, but I definitely go. I do like International Players Anthem. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
But I'm definitely have to go. You got it, because it's Usher, and I love Usher.
Shot to the heart and you're too late. Oh man, that one hurt.
That's
Okay.
funny. All right,
On the
Roy.
other side of things, Usher also looks the same.
Mhm.
He does.
Dude, I just told everybody in the beginning of this
Yeah.
year that's Usher's my goals for this year. I'm trying to look like Usher in the Vegas residency.
You
That's
got a
what
long
I'm
way to
trying to be
go.
built like.
I saw
Usher,
his Super Bowl ad. He looks amazing.
is he
Yeah.
like 50?
He's up there.
Has to be.
Yeah, he started early 90s.
Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to look like that right now. But it ain't working out so well for me, so I might have to go get surgery or something. We'll see.
I'm going to go get a BBL.
About to go down to Brazil.
Yeah, go to Miami, Dr. Miami.
Yeah, Dr. Miami will get you right.
Okay, Roy, what you got?
I am a massive Usher fan. I don't think this is his best song that could have been selected. While we were in between songs, I definitely went back and listened to International Players Anthem, and that song fucking goes.
Yeah.
That song is, and I think because this is not Usher's best song, I think I'm going to go International Players Anthem.
There you go. Just look at those lyrics. Just look at the lyrics. Just my bad. I don't want to influence any.
I mean, that's what you're doing, but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Because Tanner said from jump, he's trying not to disappoint you. And
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you have definitely tainted the pool.
Yeah.
I'm just
Propaganda,
saying,
man.
Just listen to the song again. Listen to the lyrics. It feel different.
But Brandon, we knew this. That's what Jordan does.
Yeah, we knew it.
Like, you want to talk about bias?
That's true. Most biased person here. All right, Tanner. What you got?
I don't think this is going to come to any surprise. Honestly, I did not even talk to Jordan about this song at all. I got to go with International Players Anthem.
Let's go.
I can agree. If you would, like you said, if we would have had a different Usher song, this would have been tougher. You Got It Bad is great, but like You Don't Have to Call is probably one of my favorite Usher songs. But that might have.
I think there are so many. I'm not about to call
Yeah.
one because there's so many. Honestly, I think it Caught Up, maybe.
Caught Up,
The whole
Superstar.
album. Superstar. Oh, come on,
Bro.
man.
Let it burn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love that one. I love that one.
Yeah.
I
Top
would have
tier.
vetoed Let It Burn.
Yeah, Let It Burn is probably a crossover.
Well,
Anything
that's
from the
why that one
Confessions
didn't make it.
album.
Yeah.
Confessions
Yeah.
singles, anyways.
Because I think we wanted Confessions on here, but we couldn't.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely did. All right.
International Players Anthem, the bar, and then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC around town. When I
Dude.
first-
Oh, that's hard.
I was like, damn, that dude
Them
is
is them is bars, huh?
Yeah, Andre was,
like I said,
he was
Andre
just
was
talking.
cooking.
Yeah, he wasn't even rapping.
Yeah.
He was just talking. Yeah, that was
Because he
that's-
said, I'm not an island, a peninsula, maybe. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Oh shoot. I gotta run that back again.
I run it back. I listen to this song like not even kidding you once or twice a week. Like I listen to this song all the time.
I'm looking at the lyrics right now, and shortly after the Peninsula line, he does have a line that says, "Like a preemie out the womb, my partner yelling too soon, don't do it." So
reconsider.
these are
these
are kind of going everywhere. These are some
funny,
sporadic
man.
lyrics.
All right. Now we have "Let Me Love You," Mario, versus "Lovers and Friends," Usher's Lil Jon and Luda. Think I'm not gonna try to influence anyone.
I know how I feel.
Yeah. Roy, I'll let you go first on this.
Man, what was that first one again?
Is "Let Me Love You" by Mario.
So you already forgot, so we got an answer.
Yeah. Oh man, but that is a good song though.
It is. Similar time period.
Yeah. But again, like just Lil Jon's just punch in the gut. Makes it a little tough for me to like jump out and say lovers and friends.
So you're going to "Let Me Love You"?
I'm not making the answer yet. I'm
Okay.
weighing my options.
Hold on.
Suspense.
Yeah.
If I'm
So-
weighing the two, and I got to decide which one I want to listen to more, which one I would enjoy more. As
Makes
much
sense.
as that verse does hurt, I can just easily hit fast forward 2 times real quick, get over with it. So I'm gonna go lovers and friends.
Okay. Dr. Tabby.
So this one kind of seems like it'd be a difficult one, but it's actually not. Like, even though "Let Me Love You" has some nostalgia for me, go lovers and friends. It's awesome, and I'm bummed that I'm just now hearing it. I really like this one.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, if you would have heard during the time too, it just had
Yeah.
a different.
Because that's the thing. Like, if you're listening to Crunk Juice, like it's just Lil Jon and the East Side Boys cussing, making a scene, doing all this extra, the blow, the bills, the yak, the herb, and then Lovers and Friends comes on. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know I needed this.
Before Tanner goes, I didn't even know who the East Side Boys was. I literally just Googled because I just know Lil Jon and East Side Boys. Brandon Spencer, do y'all know who the East Side Boys are? Y'all know the members?
I don't know what their names are, but I can
I
look at them and know that they are the East Side Boys.
We got Big Sam and Lil Bo. I did not know that. No,
I remember them from "Walked Out in the Club and I Think I Get Drunk."
Oh yeah,
I remember that song.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I thought that was
But it had a bunch of people in it. Killer Mike.
Oh, they was in there.
Crush, but they was in it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was in all his videos. They was in this. I remember watching Cribs. His episode of Cribs. They was in there. But yeah,
like I could pick them out of a lineup, but I did not know their names.
No, I couldn't. But okay, Tanner, what you got?
I really thought I was gonna be the only one to go this way. I'm glad I'm not, but I gotta go with Lovers and Friends. And here's why. "Let Me Love You." I listened to that from the jump. "Lovers and Friends" is brand new to me, so it's a song that I'm constantly playing pretty much every day now.
Yeah. Man, I still remember
Usher. I mean, it's hard to top that.
That's true. I remember like riding in the car. It was like, we got this new song out by Lil Jon and Ludacris and it was just like, oh snap! And then you thought you was gonna get this like crazy song, ATL again, or something like that. But this was crazy.
Yeah was the first time. And
yeah, exactly.
We thought we were just getting another
right.
And then when we didn't, again, I was like, oh. I didn't know I needed this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one blew my mind because on like Spotify it showed Lil Jon and East Side Boys, like it didn't finish scrolling. And so I was just like, okay, it's gonna be like Crunk Juice or something. And I was like, hello. Oh,
yeah.
Hi, Ludacris, how are you?
Yeah.
I would have went with this song too, so I think y'all pick right on this one.
Please tell your lovers and friends that Usher, Jon, and Luda had to do it again. They need to do it again.
Yeah,
that's facts. Facts. Part 2. All right, we're in our final 4. Big decisions to be made here.
Yeah.
We're doing so far pretty good job. Nothing too crazy. Well, we got to finish it out. All right, now we have Nuck If You Buck, Crime Mob, of course, versus Always on Time, Ja Rule.
Two completely different songs.
Yeah, these are not.
Completely different. Well, Tanner, I'm going you first, sir.
I think you already know which way I'm going. I think you know
I
me
mean,
well
come
enough to
on.
know. I gotta go with Nuck If You Buck. That song's just anytime it comes on, no matter you could be at a funeral and that song comes on, and it is gonna get crazy.
Look,
Your
Oh,
grandma
cheer.
gonna wake up like, hey,
Oh
Flipping
yeah,
the
the corpse is
casket.
jumping out that casket.
Dude, she gonna be punching people for you, like, bruh. That's funny.
If
No, but
anybody's
I would.
coding, you just put the iPod in real quick, and they'll get jump back.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, Dr. Tabby, what do you think?
I mean, I do love Always on Time, but I gotta go Nuck If You Buck. I gotta go yep.
Nuck If You Buck in the finals. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
crazy.
Wow. Y'all doing black people proud. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Wouldn't be my favorite. I get it. Roy, what you think?
we know how Roy feels.
Actually, you'd be surprised. I mean, for the culture, I think I'd have to go Nuck If You Buck.
Oh,
Really? I am
He did.
surprised.
He did it for the culture, not for himself, though. That sounds like pandering. I don't know.
that sounds like an
Nah.
ally, sir.
Nah.
If it was which is my personal favorite song of the two, I would go Always on Time, strictly for Ashanti. Ja Rule, sorry. This ain't about you right now. But I understand that between the two, I'm an outlier on this one, and I got to accept it and move on. And there's no Nuck If You Buck it's a little better.
Okay. Wow. Didn't see. I mean, I knew it'd get far. Didn't know if it'd get the finals, but I respect it.
I will say, I thought that I thought that it would be Nuck If You Buck and Wipe Me Down at this point.
Okay.
Or Nuck If You Buck and Blow the Whistle. Like, I thought that those two were going to be, or those three would like fight for the top spot on one side.
Yeah. All right, guys. This might be the toughest of the day. We'll see. So we got International Players Anthem, Outkast, UGK versus Lovers and Friends. We just had a whole
Oh my
The
goodness.
whole thing about it.
This is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Tabby, I'm gonna make you make the tough decision first.
This one's actually really not that tough for me. I mean, International Players Anthem is good, but Lovers and Friends is amazing. And I think just the surprise factor made me like it even more.
And that's
Like it.
You can't redo a first time, and I'm so glad
Yeah, I'm glad.
that
That means
y'all are
we made good-
experiencing this for the first time.
The fact that y'all said y'all have heard this stuff for the first time, that means we picked a good list. Because if y'all had been like, oh yeah, this is my shit when it came out, that'd be like, oh, okay. But all right. Roy, International Players Anthem, Lovers and Friends.
Jordan, remember
George
what I said that you would remember?
Damn,
Pokeball.
man, this is
Oh.
crazy.
You threw a Pokeball, but you don't have enough badges. I'm going Lovers and Friends.
Wow.
Damn.
That was a bar.
Bruh, I literally thought this song was going to the finals. This is crazy.
It is a very good song.
Honestly, being up against Lovers and Friends, like that's
steep. That's steep.
Because for me, how International Players Anthem was your number one, Lovers and Friends was mine.
Yeah, that was. I'm gonna reveal my hand. That was my number one from the moment we said we was gonna put this on the list.
International Players Anthem was my number one as well.
That's
No
crazy.
Air was my number two. So
yeah, damn.
Number two?
Yeah, that's wild right there.
Got him up out of here real quick.
All right, Tanner, we would let's hear your vote.
Not like it matters. I'm gonna make Jordan happy by telling him he probably should get up and walk away because I'm going Lovers and Friends.
That's crazy, bro. 3 out of 3. I couldn't even get one vote. That is crazy.
That's tough. That's tough. Wow. All right.
That's tough, man.
This
is Pimp C.
I know, RIP, man. No disrespect, but all right, this is basically what it's been the whole night, where it's been a totally different vibe versus a different vibe.
Yep.
This is a totally different vibe, right? This is
That's the thing,
total.
Lil Jon should be on the other side of the bracket, but here he is
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
on the R&B side.
Brandon, before we get to say the final two, obviously we know what the final two is. Let's run through do you want to run through the bracket right quick?
Yeah, sure. All right. So we had Nuck If You Buck versus. Sorry, I scratched it out. Damn, who did I have? All right.
Let's do Brandon fucking up.
Oh, No Air. My bad.
Yes, was it No Air?
I was so traumatized from my number two getting knocked out so fast. Yeah, Nuck If You Buck versus. Yeah, I know. Nuck If You Buck versus No Air. Nuck If You Buck wins. Then we had Like You, Bow Wow Sierra versus Swag Surfing. Swag Surfing wins. Always on Time, Ja Rule versus Wipe Me Down, Boozy Badass. Always on Time wins. We had Crank That versus Blow the Whistle. Crank That won. On the other side, we had International Players Anthem versus How Does It Feel? International Players Anthem wins. You Don't Know My Name by Alicia Keys versus You Got It Bad. You Got It Bad wins that matchup. Then we got Buy Your Drink, T-Pain versus Let Me Love You by Mario. Let Me Love You wins in the upset. And then Lovers and Friends versus Slow Jams in a great matchup. Lovers and Friends gets the W. Then the next matchup in the second round, we had Nuck If You Buck defeats Swag Surf. Then we had Always on Time defeats Crank That. And then International Players Anthem beats You Got It Bad. Let Me Love You versus Lovers and Friends. Lovers and Friends comes out with the victory. Nuck If You Buck against Always on Time. Nuck If You Buck makes it to the finals. And then International Players Anthem versus Lovers and Friends. Lovers and Friends makes it to the finals. So we got Nuck If You Buck versus Lovers and Friends.
So did the song at the top of the bracket and the song at the bottom of the bracket?
Close. Let me see. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Is
Top of
that
the
like
one side.
one seed, 2 seed? Is that how that would lay out?
I think, yeah, 1 seed. Yeah, because I think 1 seed would have probably been International Players Anthem on the other side, and then 2 seed Lovers and Friends. So yeah, you're probably right on that, depending on who you ask. But okay, big decisions here. I feel like
this is where you find out if the culture is going to be mad at you or not.
I mean, sure, might get
Honestly,
some hate mail.
Both are good choices. All of these songs are they're all good songs. That's the thing. They're all good. And no matter who you ask, their bracket's going to come out different. Because we opened with you three splitting a lot of these.
Yeah, it's true. That's facts. Tanner, I got to go with you first because I feel like Nuck If You Buck is in your bag, but you just discovered Lovers and Friends. You was feeling it. So what do you think?
I did like both songs. Lovers and Friends, it's a song that I will keep forever. That is a great song. They really did their thing on that song. But Nuck If You Buck, I've listened to that song from the time I was a child. And not once have I ever skipped that song. So I gotta go Nuck If You Buck. Every time it comes on, I can't. You get too hyped.
Nuck If You Buck with the first little strike. Okay.
Dr. Tabby?
This is really, really tough, but I would definitely I have to do Lovers. I mean, I would Netflix and chill to Lovers and Friends. It's a good song.
I like it. Hey,
what a beautiful Disney Channel moment right now. The two going at it, hit for hit. It comes down to the final blow. Roy, it's on you, man.
Well. Here we are again. This is honestly hard for me because both of these songs I felt like were so good, but I had an issue with both of them.
I was going to say, there was a third person in it that was an issue in both songs for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so now I'm mentally weighing which speed bump was the worst.
I mean,
Nuck If You Buck gets me going. Like I am thoroughly a fan of that song. 2/3.
Yeah.
Lovers and Friends. That song just, I feel something. Usher singing to me on that.
Pause.
Yeah, bro. You think you
No,
Kiki
no, no,
Palmer,
no, no,
bro?
no, no, no.
No.
Usher,
Calm down.
It's Usher. It's Usher.
Usher sang it on that song.
He getting serenaded. Go ahead, Roy. Okay.
And I feel like the initial jolt of Lil Jon was, while shocking, wasn't enough for me to actively go, oh, I kind of don't like this song, even for a little bit. Even though Nuck If You Buck kind of made a comeback, I was like, okay, Crime was back in, I'm back into it. So I got to go Lovers and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
The
love
final showdown. Lovers and Friends.
Lovers and Friends would have come out in my bracket too.
Wow. Lovers and Friends. I'll be honest. Didn't see that as a champ. I thought it would go far.
I didn't either. Yeah,
But I will
thought so
say,
too.
listening to the play's last 24 hours, it rose on my board as well. So I can't even lie. Like, I was like, ooh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's if you knew Lovers and Friends, but because I rediscovered it, because I've always known about it, but like I don't know when it happened, but like maybe a year ago, I just shuffled my phone and that song came on and I was like, I forgot how much I love this song.
Yeah.
And I've just been playing it ever since.
Yeah, if there's a Spotify rap for the last month, even though I've only had this for about a week, this would definitely be top 5.
Yeah.
My Spotify recommendations are amazing right now.
I know, right? Take you down a rabbit hole. Wow. Okay. Lovers and Friends is the winner of our Black People Music bracket.
Now, there are going to be some people that are upset by that. Like, that is absolutely, like, I know for a fact we are going to get messages from people.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're welcome.
No, and please.
Yeah.
Because we going to turn that Nuck If You Buck on, and they're going to have to deal with these problems.
You got to catch a fade.
Yeah, because you put on Lovers and Friends, and it's going to calm everything down.
Whoa, might be some other type of stuff. So I don't know what you talking about, Roy. What mood you in?
If it's Ashanti.
Oh my gosh. This was fun. I enjoyed this one a lot. This is by far probably one of my favorite episodes we've done so far.
Oh, I had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Y'all did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, that song, what turned me off of it the most, I put it on, shower music hits different. So I listen to all these songs in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Thinking, maybe a second child's not a bad idea. And then I was like, and then it came, the song ended, and I was like, what am I thinking? That song
is
that post nut clarity.
Yeah, that post song clarity. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh shit.
I would definitely tell people it's like Tanner may be white, but Tanner's definitely black. Tanner's definitely my brother.
Oh,
I would tell you, bro, we relate.
Tanner, if I was in the car, I feel like you can't go to sleep like with Tanner. If Tanner got the aux, Tanner gonna have you hyped the entire time. Like
that's what was tough about that second one. That I like both songs, but I'm more on the Nuck If You Buck side of things, and that song, the song just a banger no matter what.
It's true. You play that and a lot of like playing basketball, a lot of like layup lines. That's a layup.
Oh yeah,
type of song.
That's that.
You know what I
that's
mean?
that warm up music right there.
I guarantee you, I'd be dunking if we ran out to that song.
Hey, there you go.
It gets the people going.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. Like I said, it was just that one little hiccup for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could be wrong. If I am, just let me know on the League of Melanated Gentlemen Facebook page. I'll be more than happy to
they will
discuss.
Yeah. I will say every black woman I've ever met knows that verse verbatim.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
That part of the song
it's great.
I just
like that's the thing. Like I know black women who listen to that on the way to church.
Like I said, lyrically it's great. It was her tone that was my issue with it.
And sometimes, like a song would be better if somebody else did the song. Like that. There are a lot of examples of that. That's why some people's covers are better than original versions.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
It's facts.
That part of that song comes on, I start shadowboxing. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, there
you gotta
you
be
go.
like Rocky.
Yeah. No, but overall, y'all did a good job. And there wasn't that many there wasn't many where I was like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, that's probably the best compliment we could have got.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, not to take credit, but that speaks to the curation of the list of songs.
Yeah.
Who picked Lovers and Friends? Whose list was that on? You did? Okay.
I absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we had to debate it because Usher was already on the board.
That's true.
That was a tough one. Yeah, we were trying to make sure one artist was represented, all around.
But because it wasn't on the album, it wasn't on Confessions, which I really thought it was. And honestly, I still love Confessions, but me thinking that song was on Confessions gave Confessions some extra points.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good album.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Yeah. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame level.
It still stacks up today, honestly.
Oh, easy. I sing Superstar once a month at least.
Yeah. Because there aren't very many whole albums I'll listen to, but that is one of them.
Yeah.
Same. That was one of the few albums I owned. Like when it came out, I didn't own a lot of CDs at the time, but that one I owned.
Yeah. Like, same. Because my sister was a queen of mixed CDs. LimeWire, but like I paid money for that one.
Right.
I was like, no, I want the little book that you can slide out.
Yes.
look at the song titles, who wrote the song and all that.
Credits.
Yeah.
Photos.
When Jordan first sent me the playlist, the first 3 or 4 songs were pretty spicy. I went up to him the next day. I was like, dude, are you trying to tell me something?
Oh yeah, you hear how does it feel? And you're like,
That's just making me feel right now.
I sent that song just to Tanner personally. Hey, bro. What you think
Listen
about
to this one first? Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Think about me
sitting on the bus. He put the left headphone in. And he kept the right one in. Listen to this song.
Hey, that's a classic right there. That's a throwback.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we appreciate, Dr. Tabby, Roy, Tanner, we appreciate y'all coming through and running this bracket for us. And we had an amazing, fantastic time. So we appreciate y'all for coming through.
It was an honor.
Thank you for being a part of Black history.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So with that being said, fellas, we're never duplicated.
Always appreciate it.
And forever melanated.